Welcome to another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man. Well, let's get to it.
Balenciagas on my feet, stay in. I got these pointers, neck and wrist, stay in. I'm always fresher than the rest, stay in. Since 96, I'm in this game, stay in. Balenciagas on my feet, stay in. I got these pointers, neck and wrist, stay in. I'm always fresher than the rest, stay in. Since 96, I'm in.
Welcome to another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man, Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go Get 'em. We back with another episode. So tonight gonna be a little bit of the same bullshit that it usually is. And when I say the same bullshit, I don't mean that in a negative way. But what I want to say is we live in a world where unfortunately the lie is more believable than the truth. If you're here right now watching this, you already know what this video is about. What you don't realize is how relevant this video is to so many people. We look up to so many celebrities. And we look up to all these different people. And we want to say they have a perfect life. Until we realize they really don't have a perfect life. They don't have it all. They really don't have it all. So I've been saying this on my channel for quite some time, but I kind of got tired of saying it. So I've been really just sitting back, watching, waiting, seeing what's going to happen, watching things unfold. I've been contemplating doing this video. The video was actually going to be a lot different than what this one's about to be about. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. But we're going to start this a little different. See, usually we watch maybe another podcast or somebody proving a point. But instead, we're going to listen to first the lie that is told to society. And then what we're going to do is show you what actually happens within society when it happens. And the crazy part about it is, it's not as great as people make it out to be. And again, we think their life is absolutely perfect. Can't get any better. But reality slowly kicks in. With that, let's go ahead and talk about Kim K and Skeety Petey. They already broke up. Big surprise. Before we even get this started, though, let's start it off like this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey. Start this off like this. I don't know why this freezes every time. And then it wants to work. All right. So this is where we're going to start at. This video here comes from TikTok. So I've been saving quite a few videos. And as I save these videos, I got a message to go with it. So we're going to go ahead and jump off into this and do it like this. Again, welcome to another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, aka Mr. Go Get 'em. Let's go ahead and start this video.
Googling how to make your own lunch yet? I've been doing it myself for the past 30.
Can we bring back the women that rub backs and pack lunches for hardworking men?
I'm sorry, women from the 50s can't come to the phone right now, and their self-worth-aware descendants are too busy dismantling the patriarchy that has forced them to work twice as hard as entitled men for the same pay, whilst clinging to a shred of their bodily rights. Contrary to how you might have been raised, women were not created to become someone's wifey. Have you tried Googling how to make your own lunch yet? I've been doing it myself for the past 30 years. Whilst you're at it, you might want to also Google how to wipe your own ass. Or do you need said potential wifey to do that for you as well? God knows women can. They have been putting up enough with the men's shit all these years.
Welcome to the world of TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. So these are some of the lies that are told to society. You know, according to society, the patriarch, men have been holding women down for a long time, not allowing them to do anything, stopping you guys from working, underpaying you, all things. Unfortunately, wage gaps have been debunked. There's no such thing truly as the patriarch. And if you're going to complain about the patriarch, stop using electricity, stop driving cars. As a matter of fact, don't even use tampons. The conveniences of the world that we live in today, unfortunately, were brought to you by the patriarch. Also, if anything ever happens to you, that means you're no longer allowed to call the police or the fire department or, well, even an ambulance. Because 90% of the time, the person that's going to show up at your door is going to be a male. What I don't like about that video is speaking on saying what women don't want to do. Great. Everybody has their right to their opinion, what they do want or what they don't want. But here's the problem. Women today, modern day women, ask many times over and over to have a traditional man in a non-traditional society. See, you got a young man like that speaking on what women want, yet you're not even a woman. So aren't you part of the same patriarch that you're sitting here complaining about? You can't complain about the patriarch that you are actually a part of. Like, I personally, as a man, would never try to speak for a woman because I've never been a woman. And that's the problem. Some of these men need to stop saying what women don't want. Allow the women to say what they don't want. Because unfortunately, sir, for the majority of the women of the world, they do actually want the traditional man. And the traditional man wants a traditional woman. Because if that man is asking for sandwiches, a woman to rub his back, 9 times out of 10, it's because he's breaking his back. In most cases, he's also working his ass off to actually provide for his woman, which means it makes her life easier. See, raising children alone is a full-time job. So when you're raising children, that within itself is a full-time job, which is why I give single mothers all the glory of the world. Because if you are working a full-time job and raising children, you're doing 2 full-time jobs. You are literally breaking your back. But that is not the way it's supposed to be. Now, I'm going to show a video of something that truly saddens me, but at the same time, we should start asking these questions. And the questions that we should be asking, well, will come up after this. So let's go.
Fight just to keep it together.
I may have messed it up. My bad. But I get for not paying attention to the right screen. Here we go.
I really want a family. I've waited for my husband for so many years, and I'm just getting mad, and I'm about to turn 40. There's a lot of stress on me right now.
I know it's all you've got to just be strong. And it's a fight just to keep it together. I know you think that you are too far.
Blood work came back normal, hormone levels are normal, so we're gonna proceed
Hope is never
with
lost.
the process of
Hope is never
building
lost.
these eggs.
Hold on,
Did a double injection.
don't let go.
I actually have another injection.
Hey, hold on, don't let go.
I really want a family.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know, this is Olympian Lolo Jones. This video is very, very new. At this point, she is 12, probably 11 days away from her 40th birthday. According to her, she is also a 40-year-old virgin. So this is where my initial video, the way I started off, is we look at some people's lives and say that they have it all. But then things like this pop up. Olympian, millionaire, beautiful, and well, let's read this. Terrified, 15 days before I turned 40. Nothing has scared me more than feeling like I'm running out of time to have a family. I originally wanted to freeze my eggs when I was in my early 30s. I just kept thinking I will meet my husband and things will all work out. Well, I'm almost 10 years later, and it hasn't, with my anxiety increasing daily to know if I could even have kids. Now, in this, quite a bit of pandering, right? But what you really want to know is, first, she set a lot of people straight because they got it wrong. She's not doing IVF. She's freezing her eggs. And as she said, honestly, if I got married tomorrow, I would be trying immediately. The purpose, woman's sole purpose, this is in your DNA, is to be a mother, a parent. I know you guys always come in and say, not every woman wants to do that. Cool. That is the exception to the rule. The rule is the majority of the women of the world want to have children. Because you don't want to have children doesn't mean that they don't want to have children. She then goes and says, the up and downs of this journey, only one of many. When the doctor told me I had an egg reserve, I wanted to cry tears of joy. So many guys have teased me on dates saying I am old and I can't be fertile. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. She's been on dates and they said that she is old and can't be fertile. Yes, I am. But she only found this out just now. Then the doctor on the same day also found the ovarian cyst the size of a tennis ball, which made me wonder if instead of having surgery for egg freezing, I would be having surgery to remove a huge cyst. Ladies and gentlemen, that is being behind the 8 ball. The Christian element in this has been especially hard. Being a virgin, waiting for a husband before marriage, on top of wondering, will it happen in time for me to have a family? Now, the issue with this is, well, you can go through her comments and you will see quite a few men, blue check men, that clearly are there. And 9 times out of 10, she's a beautiful woman. They're not your friend, baby girl. They're not your friend. If you go through her comments, you see quite a few men making the offer. The problem here is, well, it's a problem that's seen on a regular basis. A lot of women have the man they want right in front of them. They just don't take advantage of that man. Why? Because that man isn't what they have envisioned and been told for years, because as an Olympian, you're perfect, you're beautiful, you'll never need anybody. The man that comes along, well, one, in the current society, as women say, has to come to the table with more than I have. Cool, she's a multimillionaire. That's the 1%ers. As 1%ers, if you find a man that is a 1%er in life, well, men are a little bit different. We don't have to date in our age bracket, because 9 times out of 10, if he doesn't have children, he wants to have children. And there are far more younger women to date and have children with than to look for an older woman that potentially may not, which goes back to what she said. She goes on dates and men tell her that she probably can't have kids. This is what you call feminism. See, feminism today tells women, go ahead, get a job, get your career. Your husband will be there waiting for you. Get the bag. At the exact same time, tell you about this patriarchy that has held women down. The man has been holding you down for years. You don't need the man. You can do it by yourself. And unfortunately, consciously and unconsciously, you buy into the bullshit. And then reality kicks in. Now, the reality of the situation is reality isn't sexist. Reality is not a misogynist. Reality doesn't care whether you're a man or a woman. Reality's going to kick you on your ass and say, you fucked up. She's lucky to be almost 40 years old and still have eggs that she can still maintain being salvageable and have children. And then for her, again, she's a 40-year-old virgin. She is a miracle in multiple ways, but her health is absolutely immaculate, except for the fact that she has a cyst on her ovary. So if she really wanted to have kids, would she truly be able to? In the case of having a cyst on your ovary, in most cases, no. If you remove the cyst, you usually have to remove the ovary. And that's why she hasn't had that. She's not going to tell you that. But as a son with a mother that was in the medical field, yes, she would lose, in most cases, the ovary, especially with the size that she said it was. So now she has to choose. The major choice is, what do I do? See, the biological clock on a woman kicks in. And more than anything, a woman wants to be a mother. She wants to raise children. The woman also wants a man. She wants someone strong. She wants someone that's going to provide, put their life on the line for her. Make sure that she has stability in life. But the majority of the women won't even take the steps to save themselves as she has. But because of the society that we live in, she's not going to get a man anyway because it's so sex driven. See, she is the traditional woman that would probably do everything she's supposed to based off of her faith. But at the exact same time, she's been living a very modern day life, chasing her bag, getting her money, keeping her beauty up, doing all of the things that society and modern day feminism tells a woman to do, because this perfect man is just going to appear out the blue and just choose you because women are perfect. You're never going to have to fix yourself. You're never going to have to change. You're never going to have to do anything. You are 40 years old and beautiful. But guess what? They told her that at 20. She wasn't worried. They told her that at 30. And as she said, she thought about it, and I should probably start freezing my eggs. But I kept putting it off because I was positive this man of my dreams was going to just appear right there out of the thin blue sky and wife me down. Oh shit. 15 days before my 40th birthday, I'm at the hospital. I have no boyfriend. I have no man. I have no relationship. I am beautiful. I have money. I have all of these different things, but I don't have the one thing that I want more than anything: a husband and a family. And she posted it on the internet for the world to see. Do you understand how bad she has to actually be hurting inside to publicly put herself on display by saying that in a world where you are judged for everything? That is huge, ladies and gentlemen. And it sucks for her. That absolutely sucks. So you go to the first video, and if you allow that man to tell you women like her don't exist. But unfortunately, There are far more women like her than men like you. And then you have the other side of the table where you got these city girls. The city girls are out here having fun, sleeping with everything under the sun, and going, you got to accept me who I am, no matter what, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. No, we don't. And because of the way you guys are playing the game and because of feminism, what you're actually doing is you're allowing men to be even more pickier. See, men, whether you like it or not, don't have to get married. We also don't have to have children. I was watching an episode of Nelk Boys podcast, and they had Elon Musk on there. And Elon Musk showed the same thing that I pulled up on one of my later videos. Everyone wants to keep bringing up Roe versus Wade. Cool. Since 1971, ladies and gentlemen, 1971. That is 51 years ago. The child birth rate has done nothing but get lower and lower and lower and lower. So what we have is called a human replacement rate. Hi, my name is Bailey. In order for me to replace me, I need to have one child. If I am married, in order for me to replace me and her, we need 2 children. Well, guess what? 71 years, we have been doing none of that. Statistics sit at around 50%. We're in the negative, which means that if we continue in the cycle that we're going right now, well, we as a species would actually die. We have no one to replace us. There's no working force. That means you could take your smartest chemist and there's going to be no one to replace you. That job disappears. Your smartest foreman is creating all these jobs and businesses and building homes and building structures, and there's no one to replace him. You got technology. It's electricity we love so much, and gasoline and cars and all of these things. There's no one to replace them. Yeah, for the last 51 years, we've been celebrating that. And then they've been making up this story that we're overpopulated when we're actually underpopulated. Welcome to society, ladies and gentlemen. People make things up and they lie to you, and unfortunately, you buy the lie. Now that you've bought the lie, well, it is definitely hurting us. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I feel like there's a war where they're trying to pit men against women, women against men. They lie to you and tell you one thing, because the longer they keep you single, the more money you spend. The longer they keep you single, the more control they have. It's literally called she-economy. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and give y'all this lesson real quick. It sucks. It really does, because there is no win. And over the next 10 years, it's actually supposed to get worse. See, this is the funny part. I should not be able to go to Google and Google what is called she-economy. I'm going to go ahead and full screen this because it's well worth it. The she-economy. Why is there a she-economy? Single women are expected to grow 1.2% annually from 2018 to 2020, compared to 0.8% for overall U.S. population. So that's almost double. Getting close. Marketing to women. Work with she-economy. The rise of she-economy. Women's impact on business. There's so many different things here, and I will be the first person to say, take the time to actually read it and find out. They want you to end up single and alone and out here by yourself. And as they do so, they create a smaller economical situation with much more control. And as they say, it's the patriarch. No, it's not the patriarch, ladies and gentlemen. This is far more than a patriarch. Feminism back in the day was about equality. I myself would very much so be considered a feminist. Why? Because I feel like as human beings, we are equal. But not equal in the terms that we're 100% equal to each other. Because unfortunately, a man can't do things that women do, just as women can't do things that men do. We're not meant to be that way. If that was the case, we would never need each other. We have to stop lying to each other. A woman wants provision. So men, provide. Become men. If you don't know how to work on vehicles or do housework, learn. Right now, for the most part, it's proven 70 to 80% of the majority of men are single. Start working on yourself. Start working on your car. Start working on your home. Go buy a drill. Go buy a hammer. Go buy a set of nails. Build a doghouse, a fort, anything. Get some sort of skills. Get a stud finder. Figure out how to hang a TV on the wall. These are the little things that your woman will require of you later on in life. There are so many different things in this world that are just a lost art. And the biggest lost art right now is family. They are killing the nuclear family because men and women are no longer together or even trying to be. So that's my message for the video tonight. I feel sorry for Lolo Jones. Not just Lolo Jones, but all the other women that are going through the exact same thing that she's going through. But at the exact same time, we also have to hold her accountable because she's made these choices. I am positive in her lifetime, she has not taken the advances of probably 30 to 40 men in search of this so-called perfect man. Where at this point, she's probably been saying, I refuse to settle. That is the woman's slogan. I refuse to settle. I refuse to settle. I refuse to settle. And now, what she doesn't realize is she's done more than just settle. She has settled in a way that she has absolutely nothing. She has no children. She has no husband. And she is a race against time. And time doesn't stop. The one thing that we as human beings are in control of, is time. take a hold of the time that you have and use it wisely. Stop listening to society. Ladies, whether you like it or not, the best years of your life are in your 20s. Stop saying, oh, I need to live life. Live life, aka meaning clubbing and fucking. There's no benefit to that. We're all in love with this Kim Kardashian lifestyle where you feel like you have to live this certain lifestyle where travel is amazing. Do your research. Pick up your phone. You already have it in your hand 9 times out of 10. Why don't you Google how many vacations families take? See, you live in Florida. Let's say you live in Jacksonville. Your family vacation usually goes to Miami. You live in Los Angeles. Your family vacation is either San Francisco or San Diego. Maybe Las Vegas. The actual family doesn't take 3-4 family vacations a year. They don't go to tropical beaches. That's not the nuclear family. The nuclear family average household income is $72,000 combined. So for all the women that are out here saying they're getting a bag, where is that money at? If 2 working adults are making $72,000. Well, the reason it's so low is because 9 times out of 10, a woman has children. And when you have children, you don't work as much. How about that for the wage gap? They never tell you about that. There's a thing called maternity leave. Women actually take vacations, men don't. As a matter of fact, when a man gets married, well, he actually works more. He increases overtime by 20 hours a week. And well, he takes less vacation, which is the crazy part, because we take less vacation even when we're single. So there's not a wage gap. The wage gap has been debunked. Men work harder, longer hours. Women take longer, more frequent vacation. And then they have children. You have to miss work. We don't. We've got to stop fighting with each other and arguing with each other and saying what the other is not doing, when in reality, none of that is actually true. The truth is, we need each other in order to even continue this world. The civilization that we live in today is about to die, be gone, just for the simple fact that, unfortunately, we are not even getting together as human beings. Stop listening to the feminist rhetoric. It's not real. And when reality kicks you in your ass, you understand that they lied to you. Like so many others. I could show you so many videos that are just like Lolo's and worse. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of No Cap Reacts. As usual, I'm your man Bailey, aka Mr. Go Get 'em. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. Do me a favor. Oops. Have a good night.